remember, we are down here in Felicity. And just to give you an idea, I came all the way from Arima. So I'm just going to tell you how I got to Felicity. We came down from the airport road, that's Golden Grove Road, driving down to the back, passing on the new bypass road, and you come down Caroni. Then you turn onto the Cunupia main road. You actually have to make that left turn. And we also came through Bocal, drove straight out as though you're going to the highway. But remember, people, you can't go out on the highway from there. You have to make a left as though you're heading to the Monroe Road flyover. And you come over the flyover, you're driving straight down to Pierre Road. Remember, that's where the first set of traffic lights. And you'll see a gas station on your left, and you'll see a K&S supermarket. You make that right there, and you drive straight down Pierre Road. The first part of Pierre Road is known as Pierre Road Charlieville. But as you get lower down, it's Pierre Road Felicity. And of course, that is how you get to this beautiful community. You know, and I have Shivani here who came from South, so she's going to just give you the directions from San Fernando.
Well, thank you so much, Pamela. Good morning to all our listeners on 103 FM. So I came from South, Pamela, and I drove all the way up the highway as if you're heading to Monroe Road, but you're not heading all the way to Monroe Road. You pass Price Smart going up. Now, there are two ways you can actually take Pamela. You can come off on Chaguanas there by Factory Road and pass through the back and come to Felicity. Or you can use the route that I use, which I think is much faster. I drove all the way up past Price Smart there. You're going up, and the first walkover that you come to, you turn left. There is a left cutoff there. You can turn, you take John Peters Road. You drive all the way out. You will meet a junction. Opposite John Peters Road, there is a mosque. You're turning right on that, and you come straight to that traffic light that you spoke of by K&S supermarket. Well, on my side, it will be on the left-hand side, and the gas station on the right-hand side. That's Pierre Road. Then you drive straight down to Felicity, to Kakandi Road.
Right, and, you know, definitely a lot of things we saw on our way here. I have with me Mr. Harday Ramsingh, and he is a well-known member of the community. He's also an author, a recipient of many awards in education and culture. He also received a national award from the government as well. You know, he's going to tell us a little about the history of Felicity, because his book, I mean, he has a wealth of knowledge, probably just giving us, you know, that transition history and to how much things have changed. Good morning and welcome, Mr. Ramsingh.
Good morning, and I am happy to welcome you to Felicity on behalf of the residents.
Yeah, so tell us, Mr. Ramsingh, a little about the history. And I mean, you have so much information in these books that you've written.
Now, first of all, Felicity as such was an unknown entity. All that we had around us here was the Felicity Sugar Estate connected with the Caroni Limited Company of England. Gradually, however, as ex-indentured people, immigrants, finished their contracts at the Felicity Estate, as well as the Adela and Woodford Lodge Sugar Estates, they tried to move out of the estate and sought lands at Felicity. Those who were lucky enough to get grants of 10 acres or 5 acres, or as the case may be, set up residences on their own plots of land. But by the 1880s, lands became very scarce, and the estate, Felicity Estate, tried to rent 2-lot portions along the Kakandi Road to workers of the estate who had completed their 5 years. As a result, the western side of Kakandi Road Felicity was taken up in a very short time by ex-indentured workers. The eastern side of Kakandi Road, of course, were also rented out in portions by the Woodford Lodge estate nearby, so that within a matter of 2 decades, the Felicity area was teeming with renters on both sides, as well as landowners, ex-indentured landowners. The first person to get a government grant of land in Felicity was a man named Kakandi. He worked at the Felicity estate, and after serving for 10 years, that is 2 contractual obligations of 5 years each, he was given a portion of 10 acres in the Pier Road area. And he was soon followed by several other people, including one Bihari Singh. In a short while, that commutation process by which lands were given in return to the ex-indentured immigrants who forwent the idea of making use of the return ticket to India. They gave up that right, and they began to get grants of land, first 10-acre plots, then 5-acre plots, and subsequently only cash. By the end of the 18th century, the 19th century, commutation was stopped and no more lands were given to them.
All right, and I mean, that is so much information just talking about how Felicity, became populated with the indentured laborers getting land and so on, So I want to thank Mr. Ramsingh for speaking to us, giving us a little history about, Felicity and how it actually came about, because it was just sugar estates. So very interesting. We have a lot more in store for you. So join us in a short bit as we continue our journey throughout Felicity.